Week 14 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few guards I look to sell and trade this week. The first guard, Jordan Poole of the Washington Wizards. It's definitely been a nice bounce-back season from last year with his first year to Washington to this season for Jordan Poole. On the year, 21.2 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.6 steals, 3.7 threes, and 42% from the field. In the last couple weeks, numbers have pretty much been in the same range, 20 a game, 4.1 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 1.9 steals, 4.3 threes a game, and 38% from the field. So Poole, we know right away he's going to hurt you in field goal percentage and turnovers in those leagues is Jordan Poole. But in terms of scoring the basketball and hitting the three ball and assists most ball games, he's been solid as Poole. I just don't believe it's going to keep up at the pace it's been as Jordan Poole. Like I said already, the field goal and the turnover hasn't been great. But since he's been playing good basketball for the majority of the season, I think this is a good time to sell him off, because there's a possibility he could get traded at the NBA trade deadline next week, or once this Wizard team gets close at the end of the year, they're going to start tanking ball games even more and sit some of these veterans will cut their minutes down. So the last few games for Poole, January 23rd at the Clippers, 24 points, 2 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals, 4 threes, 31% from the field. January 25th at Phoenix, 19 points, 4 boards, 10 assists, 6 steals, a block, 5 threes, 43% from the field. And January 27th at Dallas, 15 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, 3 threes, 40% from the field. So right now, Jordan Poole is playing good basketball. He's doing a little bit of everything for this Wizard team and fantasy owners. But like I said, if he possibly gets traded at the deadline, they start sitting guys. He starts to slump. This would be a time to trade him this week. Next guard, LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets. So LaMelo Ball, he's having a great season, no doubt about it, but now he's banged up with a sprained ankle. We don't know how long he's going to miss, even though it should be only a few games at best for Ball. But Ball, he's been injury prone throughout his young NBA career. On the season, 28.2 points a game, 5.3 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 1.4 steals, 4.1 threes, and 41% from the field. So when he plays, he puts up big numbers, only field goal percentage and turnovers at time. He's going to hurt you as LaMelo Ball. And over the last month, his numbers have dropped a bit. 23.4 a game, 5.1 boards, 7 assists, 1.6 steals, 3.2 threes, and 40% from the field. So he's the ultimate shot taker, no doubt about it. He's LaMelo Ball. But like I said, he's missed a lot of games so far throughout his NBA career. The numbers have been great, but I just don't feel like he's going to make a full season. And this team in the Hornets is just like the Washington Wizards, where they're having a bad season. They're going to try to tank for a good draft pick. Some of their top players are going to sit out or at least get their minutes cut towards the end of the season. January 22nd in Memphis, 22 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 2 threes, 35% from the field. January 25th versus the Pelicans, 25 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, 3 steals, 4 threes, 42% from the field. And January 27th versus the Lakers, 7 points, an assist, a steal, 2 threes, 40% from the field before he left with the ankle injury. So right now, at least it's only a sprained ankle, nothing more severe than that. And he still has his fantasy value where you could trade him off and get 1 or 2 players in the deal. So right now, while Ball's not totally injured and out for multiple weeks or even for the season, this is a time for fantasy owners to go out there and sell him off where he still has peak value. And like I said, with this Hornet team not being good, and also LaMelo Ball with the injury concerns throughout his career, he's a sell-high candidate this week. In the third and final guard, I look to sell and trade Scoot Henderson of the Portland Trailblazers. So Scoot Henderson, he's been a waiver wire pickup this season here, and he's been playing better basketball of late. On the year, 12.4 points a game, 2.9 boards, 5.1 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.4 threes, and 42% from the field. But the last couple of weeks, his numbers have gone way up. 17.9 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 1.1 steals, 2.9 threes, and 52% from the field. So we know this Trailblazer team's going nowhere. They're going to play a lot of young guys towards the end of the season. It's obviously totally opposite from the Wizards and the Hornets situation, I believe, for this Portland Trailblazer team. Because Scoot Henderson's still a young player. He still has to learn, still has to get better, and that's why he's going to keep playing. But he's one of those players that's going to be inconsistent in his second season in the NBA, and rightfully so. So the last few games, January 23rd at the Magic, 4 points, 2 assists, a steal, 50% from the field. January 24th at the Hornets, 2 points, a board, 4 assists, a steal, 33% from the field. And January 26th, a bounce-back game versus the Thunder, 25 points, 5 boards, assist, a steal, a block, 5 threes, 41% from the field. So Henderson, he's going to have his growing pains. He's going to have some big games here and there. But like I said, anytime you could pick someone up off the waiver wire and flip him in a deal. Scoot Henderson's definitely a player that fits that profile. So right now, while he's played good basketball over the last 2-3 weeks, here's Henderson, and his value's gone up. He's a sell-high play this week because I just don't believe consistency is going to be there game in and game out. And he's a player that's going to go through growing pains, and rightfully so, on a young roster like Portland. So that's a few guards I look to sell and trade for Week 14 of the fantasy basketball season.